Theory question 2A for SHS candidates. We have to solve the inequality 4 plus 3 out of 4 to bracket x plus 2 less or equal to 3x out of 8 plus 1. And the least common denominator between 4 and 8 is 8. So we pick it and multiply by each of the terms. So 8 times 4 plus 8 times 3 out of 4 to bracket x plus 2 less or equal to 8 times 3x out of 8 plus 8 times 1. With a simplification, 8 times 4 is 32 plus 4 into 8 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 into bracket x plus 2 less or equal to 8 will cancel 8. So we will be left with 1 times 3x, which is 3x, plus 8 times 1 is 8. With 32, we are expanding the bracket. 6 times x is 6x, plus 6 times 2 will give us 12, less or equal to 3x plus 8. And the next step, we bring the one with the x's to the left hand side and those without the x's to the right hand side. We get 6x minus 3x is less or equal to, this 3x is at the right hand side, so when you transpose to the left hand side it becomes negative 3x. So 8 is already there, then minus 12 minus 32. 6x minus 3x is 3x less or equal to 8 minus 12 will give us negative 4. So negative 4 minus 32 is negative 36. We want to make x the subject, so we divide both sides by 3, so 3x over 3 less or equal to negative 36 over 3. 3 will cancel 3, we'll be left with x less or equal to 3 into negative 36 or 36 will be negative 12. So x is less or equal to negative 12. Theory question 11A for SHS candidates. We are to make M the subject of the relation H is equal to MT divided by D into bracket M plus P. We are to make M the subject. So first of all, we do cross multiplication, and it will give us HD into bracket M plus P is equal to MT. The next thing we are going to do is to expand the bracket. We're going to get AD times M will be HDM, AD times P plus HDP is equal to MT. Then we group the M's at one side and the one without the M's at different side. So we will leave the HDP at the left hand side here, then transpose the ADM to the right hand side, which will become minus HDM. Then we have HDP. We want to factor M out. So we're going to get M into bracket T minus HD. And we want to find M. We divide both sides of the equation by T minus HD. So we have HDP divided by t minus hd is equal to m into bracket t minus hd over t minus hd. And this will cancel that. And we have m to be hdp divided by t minus hd. Theory question 7b for private candidates says if L plus A over n minus 1. So if L plus A over n minus 1 is equal to D, and there is another expression there, but first of all, let's try to make this linear. So L plus A is equal to D into bracket n minus 1, and call this one equation 1. Then, and 2s is equal to, so 2s is equal to n into bracket A plus L. We are to express s in terms of n and d. So we are to make s the subject in terms of L, in terms of n and d. So in this equation, 2s is equal to, we can write A plus L as L plus A. It is commutative, so it doesn't change anything, and call this one equation 2. Now what we are going to do is to substitute this L plus A, which has a value D into bracket n minus 1, into equation 2. So put equation 2 into equation 1 into equation 2, and we are going to have 2s is equal to n. Then we are bringing, instead of L plus A, we are bringing D into bracket n minus 1. So D into bracket n minus 1. We want to make x the subject, so we divide both sides of the equation by 2. So 2s over 2 should be equal to nd into bracket n minus 1 over 2. 2 will cancel 2, then you have s is equal to nd into bracket n minus 1 over 2. If you want to continue further, you can expand, but this is where we are ending.